The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Ultra. Yellow, go. Ready?
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Brought down by Willie Gay.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Yellow. Hey, check mega.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And able to complete this one to McCloud. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. The Niners sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Lance now on first down. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively.
Nah, Aunt, the wife went to get the baby.
And they shut that one down with little gain.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Go. Red green.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
First down, here's Mitchell. Nifty move. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Last week, we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation, we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Steal. Check steal. Blue and black. Slide through.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Ultra.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Yellow, blue striker.
A give running right is Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
46 yards rushing for him now on his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. One of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes forced out to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Right. Hey, red.
Another run with Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
To throw, it's Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They run over center with Mitchell, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block in with the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the 2nd level and create some space.
Hey, cross field. Ready?
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. They'll run. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, 49ers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Go ultra.
On second down and 4. Lance eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, move you.
From the gun, it's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Steal. Check steal.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Go. Green Jack.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. A big kick there. We're calling it 56 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action. Now Mahomes being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Lance now on 1st down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. For years, this matchup, the Chiefs and 49ers, would have been known as the Joe Montana game. These being the two teams that Montana played for in his Hall of Fame career. But now, of course, it's a Super Bowl rematch. Super Bowl 54 in Miami. That game won by the Chiefs 31-20 with that furious fourth quarter comeback to win their 2nd Lombardi trophy.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Black shot.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Yellow, blue. Ready?
Lance looks to throw again. That's another one, complete to Mitchell.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, red.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Ready, ready. Go team.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Okay,
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, green. Smash, smash. Hut, hut.
The give here to Mitchell.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Go. Roll green. Slide through. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Check snap. Field flat. Zone ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for KC. 55 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they...
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. On play action, it's Mahomes.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 19.
Lance now to throw.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Here's Hardman to return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Dancing to his left. He's got a man, complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
He'll try again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
Wait.
Now Lance.
Shifts by him at the 25. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
On the ready. Blue strike.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Hey, Blue.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
38.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Cycle.
Desperation time here. Lance.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, it's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Green Jack. Hey, red.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Lance now on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Go pink. Eagle blue. Black shot. Claude red.
Now a play fake. Lance steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Again, it's Lance. Forced out to his left. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. The clock will stop with 18.